Ever wonder why you're always broke, no matter how much you earn? It's not your job, it's what you don't know about money. In the next 8 minutes, I'm going to teach you what schools, banks, and even your parents never taught you. This isn't just budgeting. This is how you take control, build wealth, and stop living paycheck to paycheck for good. Let's fix your finances, starting right now. Why you're broke isn't why you think. Being broke is often misunderstood. Most people assume that not having enough money means they simply don't earn enough, but that's only half the story. In reality, the core reason many stay financially stuck is a combination of poor habits, a lack of money education, and a scarcity mindset. You might be making a decent salary, but if you're spending every dollar or more than you earn, you'll always feel broke. It's not just a math issue, it's a behavior issue. For instance, many people have no clue where their money goes each month. They swipe their cards, pay bills, and rely on the next paycheck to survive. Without a clear understanding of spending patterns or a plan in place, it becomes a vicious cycle. The truth is, you were probably never taught how to manage money. That's not your fault. But continuing to ignore it is your responsibility. By recognizing that your mindset and habits play a major role, you're taking the first step toward long-term financial freedom. Budgeting. A budget is not a punishment, it's a plan. When you don't budget, money controls you. When you do, you control your money. Most people associate budgeting with stress or limitation, but it's actually about freedom. It gives you permission to spend wisely without guilt or guesswork. One effective method is the 50-30-20 rule. Allocate 50% of your income to needs like rent and groceries, 30% to wants like dining or subscriptions, and 20% to savings and debt repayment. Budgeting apps like Mint, YNAB, You Need a Budget, or even a simple Excel sheet can help you track and optimize spending. Knowing where your money is going removes anxiety and builds confidence. It also reveals leaks, those unnoticed $5 or $10 purchases that add up. When you tell every dollar where to go, you'll find yourself saving more, stressing less, and moving faster towards your goals. Emergency fund. An emergency fund is your financial airbag. It protects you when life hits you with unexpected events like a car breakdown, medical bill, or sudden job loss. Without this buffer, even a small emergency can force you into debt, especially if you're relying on high-interest credit cards to survive. The ideal starting point is $1,000 for short-term emergencies. Then work your way up to 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses stored safely in a separate high-yield savings account. Don't mix this with your spending account. It should be a break only in case of emergency fund. It may not feel exciting to build, but this fund gives you peace of mind. It's not about if an emergency will happen, it's about when. With an emergency fund, you won't just survive a financial hit, you'll recover with grace. Credit cards and debt. Credit cards can either be your best friend or worst enemy, depending on how you use them. When used responsibly, they help build credit, offer rewards, and provide safety. But if you carry a balance month to month, you're likely paying anywhere between 20% to 30% interest. That's a fast track to financial disaster. The number one rule with credit cards: pay off your full balance every month. Only use credit for purchases you could afford in cash. Keep your credit utilization below 30% to maintain a healthy credit score, and avoid opening too many new accounts at once. If you're already drowning in debt, use the snowball method. Pay off your smallest debt first for psychological wins, or the avalanche method. Target the highest interest rate for mathematical efficiency. Debt, when ignored, multiplies, but when addressed with a plan, it can be eliminated.
Know the real cost.
Understanding the difference between needs and wants is one of the simplest yet most powerful forms of financial literacy. Our culture pushes us to spend constantly: new phones, new clothes, new gadgets, convincing us we deserve it. But real wealth is built by knowing when to say no. Ask yourself before every purchase: do I need this to survive, or do I just want it to feel good temporarily? Needs are basic essentials like rent, food, and transportation. Wants are anything beyond that: takeout meals, fashion, or upgraded electronics. That doesn't mean you can't have nice things. It means you buy them intentionally, not impulsively. Delaying gratification may not be sexy, but it's powerful. Every dollar you don't spend emotionally is a dollar that can grow your future. Instead of trying to look rich today, focus on building real wealth for tomorrow. The power of investing: make your money work for you. One of the most important shifts in financial literacy is realizing you shouldn't always work for money. Your money should work for you. Investing isn't just for the wealthy. In fact, the earlier you start, even with small amounts, the more powerful your returns due to compound interest. Imagine investing just $200 a month starting at age 25 with an average 8% return. By the time you're 65, you'd have over $600,000. Wait 10 years to start, and that amount is cut in half. That's the power of time and consistency. Start by investing in a retirement account like a 401k, especially if your employer offers a match, or a Roth IRA. Choose low-cost index funds that track the market, such as the S&P 500. And remember, don't panic with short-term dips. The market always has ups and downs. Stay in for the long haul. Investing isn't gambling when done wisely. It's wealth building on autopilot. Fix your money mindset. So many people carry limiting beliefs about money. I'm bad with numbers. Money makes people greedy. I'll never be rich. These beliefs come from childhood experiences, media, or cultural norms, but they hold you back more than anything else. Here's the reality: being good with money is a skill, not a personality trait. And like any skill, it can be learned and improved over time. Instead of saying I'm broke, say I'm learning to manage money. Instead of thinking rich people are evil, think about the good you could do with more resources. Shift from scarcity, there's never enough, to abundance, I can create more. Changing your financial future begins with changing your financial beliefs. If you want to stop being broke, start by believing it's possible. Automate your financial life. Automation is the ultimate life hack when it comes to money. It takes willpower out of the equation and ensures your finances are on track, even when life gets busy. Set up automatic transfers to your savings account right after payday, so you're paying yourself first. Automate bill payments to avoid late fees and protect your credit score. Even investing can be automated through apps or robo-advisors that buy into index funds monthly. This way, you don't need to think about timing the market or remembering due dates. The less manual effort involved, the more likely you are to stick to good financial habits. Automation is like having a personal money assistant that never sleeps, and it frees you to focus on the bigger picture while your wealth builds quietly in the background. If you made it this far, you're already ahead of 90% of people still ignoring their finances. Now it's your turn to take action, set up that budget, build that emergency fund, and start investing, even if it's just $5 a week. Financial freedom isn't a dream, it's a skill, and now you've got the blueprint. If this helped you, give it a like, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more no-fluff financial content. Your future self will thank you.